When I was 5 years old, I had a natural propensity to wish to be a doctor. But when I grew up, I realized that I had neither the intellectual capacity nor the mental faculties required for one to be a doctor, except that I had a terrible handwriting. When I told the people around me, my grandmother, my father, my teachers, my friends, that I was failing to achieve my dream and day by day I was drifting away from it instead of towards it, what they told me was one message. Lesedi, your name means light. Find that light inside you and unleash it and use it to achieve the dream that you have. But I failed. That is why I'm standing in front of you as your teacher. So sons and daughters of the soil, children of blood and bone, you whose father is the beautiful moon, our gem that illuminates our night. You whose mother is the beautiful sun, our eye of heaven that guides our pathways during the day. Salute! How delicious was the meal that we just had? I mean, we are not used to having beans with salt. You usually have saltless beans. But when I'm standing in front of you today, I should make you realize that today is a different night because we just had a special meal. Did you ask yourself why? Okay, we've been tracking the news and we've been seeing what's happening in Israel and Palestine, the conflict, of course. We've been tracking Russia and Ukraine, and we've been seeing all the atrocities that have been perpetrated there. Unfortunately, according to the BBC News, all those atrocities have gone and escalated to an all-time high, with the United States of America declaring a third world war. Shocking, right? Couldn't the US just wait for the release of iPhone 16 before declaring the war? But anyways, I also received a call from our very own Minister of Defense, and he told me, the people there, our runners, are now skilled laborers, and they need to come back to Zimbabwe to fight the war of liberation. What this means is, tomorrow morning, the first thing that you're going to do is to take a flight going back to Zimbabwe to fight for the people, not only for yourselves, but to achieve the dream that you set when you decided to be a soldier. But unlike me, I don't want you to give up on your dreams. I don't want you to settle for less. I want you to be the best soldier that you can be. So that is why I'm going to spell out to you what it means to be a soldier. The word soldier is spelled out S-O-L-D-I-E-R. But what do these letters mean individually? The S means shoot the enemy. I mean, growing up, I was always told by other people, besides looking into myself and finding light, that I was supposed also to shoot for the stars, aim for the moon, dream big, start small, finish strong. But all those were not enough for me to achieve my dreams. So I'm not going to tell you to shoot for the stars, because you are not a star. This is not a movie. This is war. So I'll only tell you, shoot the enemy, because that is the only incentive you have in this war. But who is the enemy? France? Britain? USA? We do not know yet. But what we know is we do have enemies. I mean, look, we have sanctions on us. We have countries that vote against us every time there is a UN summit or there is a conference. It means there is bound to be someone who's going to attack our country. So we have to be there for our innocent civilians and protect them. Those people must come first before even ourselves. Duty before self. That is your motto. The O in soldier stands for OMG. I'm kidding. It stands for occasionally drink some alcohol. The last World War saw us losing 75 million people. And I suspect that this World War, as it is going to be greater in magnitude because of just the recent increase in the population in the world, is going to lead to more casualties and deaths. The worst experience that you've had as a soldier at this military school was having to bath with cold water. But the worst experience that you have in the war is bathing with cold blood. And that is going to get to your brain. It's going to scar you emotionally. And you have to find an outlet to get your emotions out, to drown all your fears. You're going to lose your loved ones. Your friends are going to die. Your family is going to be killed. but you need to find a way to solve your problems, to forget your stresses. And what better way than to find that holy water, mix it with some vodka, and make some Holy Spirit for some guidance. The L is for loyalty. You are going to be loyalty, and you are going to be loyal to one another, as a verb and as a noun as well. Your second name is going to be loyalty. What is going to happen to all those people that are going to be sellouts? We don't know. Are they going to be buried alive? Are they going to be burnt? Are they going to be stoned to death or drowned in a drum of alcohol? We do not know, because we don't anticipate any one of you to be a sellout. So get that. Be loyal. The D is for deal with death. And I've already told you, you're going to lose so many people. And the best way for you to deal with that death is to drink some alcohol. The I is for intelligence. I mean, already some of you act like children. Why is Peter putting on the left shoe on the right leg? I mean, this is what it means when I tell you that you need to use your intelligence. Know what is right, know what is wrong. But most importantly, information. You need to know that in the war is about strategy. So you need to sit down and plan and have information on how you're going to be tackling your enemy. But the E is for early preparations. That is why I'm releasing you earlier to go and draft your plans to prepare as early as possible. But finally, R, the golden letter, is for Russia. You have stayed in this land for long and created many memories together. You have become a family. If you are in trouble in any kind of situation, just think back to Russia. Now, I ask you all to stand up, hug each other, tell each other that you love each other, because this could be the last dinner that we had together. I love you.